Capcom presents. Hello, welcome back, or at least I would say welcome back to Let's Play Wright Ace Attorney, but this is the sequel, Justice for All. I'm Luigi64D, and we're delving into this semi-new game. It's new to me anyway. New to us, anyway. So, here we go. Let's do it. The Lost Turnabout. Yeah. How did I get into this mess? That's far enough. You can't run forever, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? What have I done wrong? I cannot allow you to go on like this. Huh? But I'm just a simple defense attorney. Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title. Well, that's a great start to start off. Huh, before trial too. What a nightmare. And I bet it was this ringtone that caused it. I really shouldn't be dozing off right before a trial starts anyway. Huh. Looks like they hung up. Ah, good. It's fine. I finally found it. Talk about a close call. I hate to do this to you, but it's nothing personal, Mr. Attorney. Ow, my head is throbbing. And why does it feel so foggy in here? Good morning. Good morning. What's wrong? You don't look well. People have the best first thing in the morning. Where's your fighting spirit? Sorry, but can you please turn the cheeriness down? My head sort of hurts. Roger that. Am I in trouble or something? Huh? Trouble? Wait, never mind. You're a policewoman, right? I thought maybe I had done something wrong. Well, what are you talking about? I'm the one in trouble. What? I'm placing my life in your hands today, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Life in my hands? You promised me. You said you would prove that I was not guilty. Not guilty? Just when I thought all hope was lost. When all other lawyers had laughed me off. Leave it to me, you said. You, the one and only Phoenix Wright, came to save the day. And just like that, I was moved to tears, sir. I'll never forget what you're doing for me, ever. What is this girl babbling about? Actually, I really love to watch court proceedings, and I always root for you to win. When I'm off duty, I like to come here and... Huh? What's wrong? You've been acting really strange. You keep staring at me. You're making me kind of nervous, sir. Oh, sorry. Afraid to ask, but here goes. So, this might sound bad, but, who are you? What?! Mr. Wright! How can you say that? How could you do this to the fragile heart of a girl who's about to go on trial? You're absolutely horrible! No, I mean, I didn't mean it like that. Is this how a defense attorney treats his client, sir? I can't believe this! No, it's just, well, I think you have the wrong person. Yes? Who am I? Why am I drawing a blank? The trial will begin shortly. Will the defendant and her lawyer please proceed to the courtroom immediately? The trial's about to start! I'm counting on you in there, okay? I guess I must have amnesia. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see, what can I piece together? From our conversation, I can safely say that I'm probably a defense attorney. And the girl, I said I'd prove her not guilty? I can't believe I made such an irresponsible promise. Ugh! Someone please! Tell me this is just a bad dream. Why do I get the feeling this is one dream I won't be waking up from? Well, I guess they're going to the trial now. Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you talking to me? Do you see any other defense attorneys here? I guess not. Now then, are you ready? Yeah. I guess I should say yes for now. Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Wait a sec. If her life is in my hands, I should really do the responsible thing. Actually, you see, Your Honor, my memory is kind of... The court will not hear the defense's excuse. Because the defendant is a member of the police, this case is under great scrutiny. Therefore, we must make this trial fair but swift. I believe I have told you this before. I hope you're not telling me you've forgotten. Actually, I did. Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Yes, Your Honor. As I'm sure you're well aware, the defendant is accused of killing her lover. What's worse, her lover was a fellow police officer. A policeman? You did what to a policeman? It wasn't me! And besides, Dustin and I, we weren't lovers like that. In any case, the prosecution will prove that the guilty party is none other than the defendant. Very well. Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. It's been a while, Mr. Wright. Let's see what you've learned since last time. I won't show you any mercy this time, rookie. Okay. And who are you again? Please bring Detective Dick Gumshoe to the stand. Here we go. Don't let me down, Mr. Wright. Nowhere to hide. I am so dead. Witness, please state your name and occupation. My name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You don't look very well, detective. Well, sir, the defendant, she works under me, so, you know. You work under that detective? Yes, sir. And while I was a trainee, he was always watching out for me, sir. He was such a wonderful guy, sir. I'll never forget what he's done for me. Okay, calm down. I believe you. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Yes, sir. It happened at the park near headquarters, Expose Park. The victim was the one of the local cops, Dustin Prince. Dustin Prince? Dustin Prince. He was pushed down from the benches of the upper path, sir. The landing beat his body up bad and snapped his neck. The details are listed in the report that was distributed yesterday. Ah, yes. The autopsy report, correct. Why do I not remember getting a copy? I see everything in order here. Even the estimated time of death is unusually well documented. The victim's watch stopped at the impact of the landing, sir. The results of the autopsy confirmed the time of death. If I may, Your Honor, the prosecution would like to submit this photograph. Very well. The court accepted it into evidence. Court record. Now then, I recall at yesterday's preliminary hearing, a very important piece of evidence was brought to our attention. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, sir. Yes, I guess. Mr. Wright! Is your head on right today? There was a very crucial piece of evidence found under the victim's body. What was there? Have you lost your mind? Well, actually, it's just nerves. Give me a second. What? How can you talk like that? Such an amateur. I thought you were a pro, sir. Alright, sir. I'll help you through this. At a time like this, maybe you ought to take a glance at your court record. Court record? Yep. Info and the evidence and people involved in the case are all listed there, sir. You can look at the court record by touching the court record button. The court record button? You really know what you're talking about, huh? It's too bad I'm a cop, right? Just think, I could totally be a legal aid instead. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? Court is in session. Save your chit-chat for later. Sorry, Your Honor. Well, I guess I'd better check that court record and see what I can find. I guess I'm an attorney because I have a badge for it. I have a cell phone. I don't remember much about this, though. I have an autopsy. It's pretty well detailed. Some broken glasses here. Nearsighted lenses were near it. So I guess there's nearsighted glasses. And the photograph that was just added. Alright. Let's see who I got. My client's Maggie Bird. She's a policewoman? Alright, I got that. Dick Gumshoe is a detective. Winston Payne. I don't really know much about this guy. And Dustin Prince, the victim, apparently was dating the defendants, and, Alright. Alright, Mr. Wright, let's see if your notes are in order. What is the piece of evidence found underneath the victim's body? Glasses. That's simple, Your Honor. A broken pair of glasses. That's right. The victim grabbed the criminal's glasses as he was being shoved, sir, and held onto them as he fell. Hey! What are you giving me that evil eye for? Those glasses you're wearing. Yes, this is my spare pair. But these glasses are found at the scene of crime and not mine, I swear, sir. You sure about that? Look, it was a coincidence that on the same day I accidentally stepped on mine. A coincidence, she says. Your Honor, I have further evidence to present. Oh, you have more? And this evidence is very decisive. Very well. Let's hear from our witness about this evidence. Witness? Decisive evidence. There's something even more incriminating than those glasses on the victim's body, sir. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area, but he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. With this piece of evidence and the glasses, it's hard to say she's not the culprit. This is a picture of the writing, Your Honor. Why, this is... Yes, I can see the name is clearly written here. The prosecution would like to submit this picture. Understood. The court accepts it into evidence. Is there nothing more I can do? What's a defense attorney do, anyway? As if the glasses alone didn't make you look suspicious. The victim even wrote your name clear as day on the ground. But, I already told you, those glasses aren't mine! And how do you explain his dying message? It's a conspiracy! I'm not guilty, sir! Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Cross-examine? This is it! I'm counting on you! Sure, but what am I supposed to do? What?! This isn't like you at all! Normally, this is the part where you get in the witness's face! You get in their faces and do what? Guess there's no way around it! Okay, I'm gonna lend you a hand. This prosecution's witnesses all hide things from the court, which means they lie from time to time. Lie? But isn't that detective your superior? Well, even they don't mean to tell a lie. Sometimes people just remember things wrong. Like that detective. He does sort of look like a scatterbrain. Doesn't matter! Either way, it's bad for us, sir. That's why when you question witnesses, you have to find the exposed their lies. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Talk about trial by fire. Here goes nothing. As long as I can expose the lies, we should be alright. Who's this guy again? I would like to point out before I start with this before I start the cross-examination, note that we have a little different thing. Up here, we have a little green bar. This replaces what we had before with a little HP where if you got 5 things wrong, you automatically failed and got your client guilty. I never got that happen in my playthrough. But now we have this green bar. Whereas you would mess up in the trial, your bar would take a certain percentage of damage. If it goes all the way to 0% or less, you automatically fail, as opposed to just 5 times. Because sometimes things are more valuable than just 5 failures. So anyway, let's go on. What was this thing? There's something even more incriminating than the glasses onto the victim's body, sir. About those glasses, do you have any proof that these belong to my client? The lenses are for nearsightedness, and are almost the same strength as hers. Even the frames look kinda like the ones she's wearing on her IDs, pal. What should I do now? Sure, why not? Let's... Hold it! Almost and kinda are not good enough in a case like this. Do you have more definitive proof? Is there something that clearly links the defendant with these glasses? The dirt and sand rubbed out of any traces of fingerprints or anything else. So what you're saying, detective, is that you have nothing that proves these glasses are my client's? Something like that. What? I see. So there is no proof. Wow, that was amazing! I can totally feel it down in my gut. During his date, the victim was pushed from the bench area. Now, you're sure he was pushed and that's how he fell? Yeah, pal. If you look at the wounds on the victim's body, there's no way it was anything else. Please continue with the testimony, detective. Anyway, the victim fell pretty far. But he managed to write the culprit's name on the ground where he landed. The culprit's name? Yeah, you are surprised too. I didn't want to believe it, but... Was the name of that my client? Was the name that of my client? I don't like saying it, but it was clearly the defendant's name, Maggie, sir. Are you absolutely certain? Sorry, pal, but that's what it said. This is a picture of it. No matter which way you look at it, it still says Maggie. He's got a point. Hey, hold on! Huh? Don't haunt me! I know the picture says Maggie, but... Now that she mentions it, something does feel kind of off about this picture. That's how you know you found a contradiction! Please hurry and present some evidence! So that's what spotting a contradiction feels like. I better check the court record again. This piece of evidence in the glasses, it's hard to say she's not the culprit. Well, actually, I'm gonna go back a bit. I would like to point out, as I was going through files, it doesn't say Maggie. What is it? What? What's come over me? Without thinking, I just blurted out objection. And I yelled it at the top of my lungs, finger outstretched, ready to take on my opponent. What a rush! Detective Gumshoe! You talking to me, pal? Please state the defendant's name for me. What are you trying to prove with this futile exercise, Mr. Wright? You'll see. This is a very crucial line of questioning. Actually, Mr. Payne, you can answer. The defendant's name, if you please. Oh, where is this ridiculous question coming from? The defendant's name is Maggie Bird. I think someone needs to check the court record. What? It says right here that it's Maggie Bird. Ah! It looks like the bird caught the cat napping. What's going on here? I have no idea either, sir. As you can see, the victim did indeed leave a name, Maggie. However, the defendant's name is actually spelled Maggie with a Y. This is a blatant contradiction of facts. Oh! How about that? I hadn't even noticed. But maybe the victim didn't know how to spell a name correctly. Objection! May I remind you that it was you who said the defendant is accused of killing her lover. If they were truly lovers, it would be impossible for him to not have known her name. No! This is very true. Mr. Payne. Yes, Your Honor! Are you absolutely certain that the defendant and the victim, Dustin Prince, were in fact lovers? Yes, I'm quite certain, Your Honor. They were a well-known couple in the police force. Detective Gumshoe, please testify for the court for the relationship between the victim and the defendant. Yes, sir. About Dustin and Maggie. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for about half a year. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. The day of the incident just happened to be the victim's birthday, sir. Officer Bird, gotten Officer Prince a present. It was something she had gotten over 2 months ago. I should know. She came to me to ask what she should get for him. Oh, those two sound like they were close. Nevertheless, tragedy struck. Yes, I see. You may cross-examine the witness, Mr. Wright. Gumshoe doesn't look that happy. Officer Prince and Officer Bird had been going out for half a year. How do you know about this? Every year in March, we have a training camp for us cops. Officer Bird and there was a rookie at the time. She and Officer Prince seemed to hit it off. They got close, I take it. Actually, I was supposed to go too, but I couldn't pay their deposit for the trip, so I didn't. If only I had gone on that trip. What was it? Oh, nothing, sir. Really? Anyway. It sounded like they were even talking about marriage. Whoa. Marriage? But wasn't the victim 8 years older than her? What? You're saying the guy's gotta marry someone his own same age as himself, pal? No, that's not what I meant at all. Detective Gumshoe and Dustin were only a year apart, you know. I think this fella has a ways to go before marriage. Mind your own business, pal! The day of the incident just happened to be a victim's birthday, sir. Well, that's unfortunate. The day of the incident? You mean September 6th? Yeah. The victim, Officer Prince, had just gotten off duty at 5:30 p.m. that day. And since Maggie's night shift hadn't started yet, they went to the park for a bit. I remember when I was young and in love. Oh, it was a jolly time. Well, that's great, Your Honor. I'm glad you're such a cheerful old man. Officer Bird had gotten Officer Prince a present. You seem to know a lot about the defendant. Well, that's because, I'm her boss, and I gotta watch out for my subordinates. But even what she was going to give us a present? Isn't that going a bit too far? Hey, pal! Would you use the one to say? Watch what you say! I know everything that happens onto me. Someone just scratches their... I really don't need to know that much. Mr. Wright! Please refrain from badgering the witness! I agree. Even if this witness has a crush on the defendant, that should not be the point of discussion at this time. Whoa! Wait a second! Why are they talking about this? It's all your fault, pal! You're guilty! 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 I should have you arrested! I think the good detective is about done here. It was something that she had gotten over 2 months ago. Well, over 2 months ago? Yep, she's a very considerate woman, pal. So, what was this birthday present? She got him a glove. A single glove? How would she only give him one? Actually, Your Honor, the glove in question is a baseball glove. Oh, I see. A baseball glove. Officer Prince was a huge baseball fan. A baseball glove? I want a little more about that. Just now, I believe you said that the present was something she had gotten over 2 months ago? Yeah. Are you saying she went out and bought the glove over 2 months ago? Nah, nothing like that, pal. Then what was it like? She ordered it. It was custom made. Custom made? The glove was custom made? Yep, that's what I said. So the glove was custom made. Your Honor, I really don't see how this glove is related to this case. Yes, it is. It would seem that there's little relevance. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Do you think this glove is really relevant to this case? Of course it's relevant. Well, I don't know where this will lead me, but... Of course it is relevant. That glove is the key to this whole case. Yes! Bluffing to the max! Now this is the Mr. Wright I know. I'm so happy you're back, sir. I was wondering how long it'd take. This is great. Pressing people. It feels like I've done this before. As if I've used to do this to squeeze the information from even the most tight-lipped people. Very well. If If you are that convinced, then let's hear some more about this matter. Actually, I brought the glove with me today. And? Why didn't you say so earlier? Hurry and show the glove to this court! Well, I didn't think it had anything to do with this case. Anyway, this is it, sir. It's, rather yellow, isn't it? A baseball glove? That looks odd. Officer Prince really liked the color yellow. And that's why you had to special order it? Yep, that's right. That and one other reason. I think this court has heard enough. It's clear that the victim and the defendant were involved with each other. Yes, that's correct, Your Honor. Now, if that is true, it brings up an important question. Was the name Maggie really written by the victim? I see your point, Your Honor. Detective Gumshoe, please tell the court a little more about the name on the ground. Yes, sir. The writing on the ground. We first looked into the handwriting, sir. Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. We found that there was sand trapped on the victim's fingernail. There were also scratches on the skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote this name with his right hand. Yes, a perfectly logical conclusion. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Thank you, Your Honor. We first looked into the handwriting. But can you really determine handwriting based on a sample written in sand? Nah, that's why amateurs are amateurs. You're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Scientific investigation in this country is actually pretty good. I believe it's time to get back to the real point. Agreed, Your Honor. So, what was the result of the investigation? Unfortunately, we couldn't confirm that it was the victim's handwriting. What? So in the end, you couldn't confirm it? Hey, don't you look down on us? I told you, we're not a bunch of simpletons, pal. Everyone knows you can't find out everything you want with scientific investigation. I've never heard that before. Me either. Nor I. I've never heard anything like that at the police academy, sir. Okay, so I made it up. Anyway. Next, we checked the victim's pointer finger. His pointer finger? You know, the one you're always pointing and waving around in people's faces. Don't tell me it bothers you. Every time you do it, I have a mini heart attack. It's like you're trying to kill me, pal. In any case, you examined the witness's index finger, correct? Yeah, we figured there should be something on his finger if he had been writing in sand. And the results? We found that there was sand trapped on the victim's fingernail. And what does that prove? Well, it proves that he did write his name, that name with his own finger. Yes, which explains why there was sand stuck under his nail. I guess he's right. And there's more. There were also scratches on the skin that were caused by him writing on the ground. Scratches on his skin? Yep. You can't see them with your naked eye, but they're there. This is incredible. Sure is. That's part of scientific investigation. They're so small we had to use a magnifying glass, like a really strong one. We got that really scientific sounding name. You mean a microscope? Yeah, that's it. We used one of those and that's how we found them. I can't believe this guy doesn't know what a microscope is. From this, we could confirm that the victim wrote his name with his right hand. Uh-huh. Are you absolutely sure? I believe in the power of science. I wonder if my evidence is solid enough to counter with. Listening to this, you would think there was only one conclusion. That the name was definitely written by the victim. But don't you think that would be really strange, sir? If Dustin really wrote that message with his right hand, do you think I would have gone through that much trouble to get him his present? The present? What about it? You know, as I was looking at that, it looked a little odd. Wait a minute. Oh, I see it. I see the problem. It was very special made. Very special indeed! Detective Gumshoe, take a look at this. That's the glove, right? Could you tell the court what is special about this glove? What's special? Never really thought about it, but, it's really yellow. And that's about it. Yes, it's really yellow, but it's also but that is only one of its qualities. Huh? There's another reason why it was special. And that would be... It's very simple. This glove is made for a left-handed person. Left-handed? Why, you're absolutely right. This glove is made to be worn on the right hand. That is why it had to be custom made. You have never seen a bright red yellow hander's glove for sale, have you? Well, no. So, Detective? Which hand did the victim use to write the name with again? That's easy. Look, it's obvious from the picture that it is this. Wait a sec. Don't forget that the victim was left-handed. I object. Overruled. Mr. Wright, I would like to know what your line of reasoning proves. There's only one conclusion that can be drawn. The left-handed person could not have written a message with his right hand. Therefore, the person who wrote this name, Maggie, could not have been the victim. Order! Order! When you think about it that way, then yes. It is not possible that this name was written by the victim himself. Then that means Maggie is... no! That's impossible! Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor! The evidence the prosecution has presented has failed to prove the defendant's guilty. In fact, I believe you have proven her to be innocent. No! You're right, you did it, Mr. Wright! Whew. I feel like I can breathe again. It seems that we have reached the conclusion. You did a fine job once again, Mr. Wright. Me, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. See, you got complimented by the judge again. You're really good. And that's why you can't give up at being a lawyer, sir. Are you joking? I'm more than ready to retire. I will now announce my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggie Bird... No, not yet! I mean, please give me a few more minutes, Your Honor. Well, what is the meaning of this, Mr. Payne? The prosecution is not finished yet. What do you mean? We would like to call our next witness to the stand. What? And what did this witness witness? The moment the victim was pushed to his death. What's more, he saw the very face of the culprit. What the heck? Order! Order in the court! I believe a recess is in order. Afterwards, we will hear from this new witness. I had a feeling this was a bit too easy. I need more information. I'll have to see what I can find out during this recess. I can't let my guard down. It's only going to get tougher from here. Court is adjourned for recess. Man, I missed being able to say objection like that. I really like this game. So anyway, I like the Phoenix Wright series. It's really good problem solving. But I really liked that they had you figure out that, hey, this glove's the left-handed glove because it fits on your right. Because baseball people have it on their opposite hand, so they can take it and throw it with their dominant hand. Because that's how baseball works, and you already know that. So, this is Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and I'm Luigi Van 64D. See you next time.